Hi, my name is Gina Porter, and I am the math specialist here at Rock Prairie Elementary. And for the next few minutes, we're going to talk about what's going on at the beginning of the second 9 weeks in early childhood math here at Rock Prairie. At the beginning of the second 9 weeks, they begin talking about shapes, two-dimensional shapes and three-dimensional shapes. So let's take a look, though, really quickly at the overview of the second 9 weeks. They're going to start off talking about identifying attributes and sorting two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes before they move into some number topics. And then they're going to round out the second 9 weeks with some measurement right before we begin our winter holidays. So they're going to look at three-dimensional shapes. And here are the shapes that they're going to look at. They're going to look at cylinders. A cylinder has two faces, a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom, and a curved surface between them. An example of this would be a Coke can or any of the canned goods that you have in your kitchen. A sphere, which is just one big curved surface, for instance, the earth, or a ball that they play with on a playground. Those are both spheres. And a cone has one circular face, and then it has one curved surface, which comes to a point at the top, and we call that point an apex or a vertex. And a cube. A cube has 6 square faces, 12 edges, and 8 corners or 8 vertices. We use the word vertex for one corner or vertices if we're referring to more than one. An example of a cube is a Rubik's Cube or a dice, anything where there are 6 faces that are all squares. So it's important that the students know how to identify the shape with its name, but we also want them to talk about the attributes that define the shape. We also want them to be able to look at a 3D figure and to identify 2D shapes that help make up that figure. And they've already talked about two-dimensional shapes. They've already talked about rectangles and squares as special rectangles, and circles, triangles, rhombus. They've already talked about those different shapes. So now we're looking for those shapes and identifying them as part of the three-dimensional figures. For instance, on a cylinder, there is a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom. When we look at a cube, we see that a square is on each face. Each face is a square. So we want them to take what they've already learned and start using it in a different setting. When they have a set of shapes, we want them to be able to sort it by the type of shape or by the critical attributes. And critical attributes are what have to be present for a shape to be the shape that it is. Color and size are not critical attributes, because if you look on this picture here, you can see that a triangle could be red, it could be green, it could be yellow, and it's still a triangle. So no matter what color, it doesn't change the fact that it's a triangle. It could be a very small triangle, or it could be a great big triangle, but as long as it has 3 vertices and 3 sides, it's still a triangle. So we want them to sort the shapes and discuss the shapes using the critical attributes, and usually that's the number of vertices and the number of sides. So that's what they're going to touch on in kindergarten as regarding 3D shapes, and I appreciate you watching it. If you have any questions, you can contact me here at Rock Prairie. My email address is there on the screen, jporter@csisd.org, or you can call the school and ask for me. And in January, on January 5th, we're going to be having training here on campus about the math that they will be covering in the third 9 weeks. So I hope that you can join us then. Thank you and have a great day.